Good morning, everyone. See the steam? This is my coffee. I'm sorry if the coffee's a little too hot for you. Just let it sit there for a few minutes. It'll cool off. And then we could have a nice chat. How's that? It's like about 6:45 this morning. And I've already been up and I make my coffee and now I'm wanting to have my morning chat with my friends. I'm sitting here watching one of those cackles or gackles or whatever they're called, blackbirds looking, stealing my dog food out of its playpen. And that was one. Now a whole bunch of them are coming in. Well, I give them fresh food every day, so it doesn't matter. I guess I have to feed the world. Oh. Anyway, yeah, I was thinking this morning because somebody mentioned that the weather was going to be real bad Friday, and it is, but according to what I read right here where I'm at, it's not. It's further east into Louisiana and Mississippi. I think it's going to be like East Texas, right near the state line. But anyway, supposedly the weather's going to be fine here, so I hope so. But that's something I was thinking about. A lot of times, us nomads go from place to place because we heard about it or we read about it and we want to experience the area. Oh my goodness, the blackbirds are all over the place. Oh, wow. Oh, it is like the movie The Birds. Ooh, jeez. Let me tap on here. There. Anyway, and that's something I was thinking about because a lot of times, like I said, we go to areas because we either heard of it or read about it, but we don't check the weather. And just because it's summertime and it's supposed to be beautiful weather, it's very unpredictable, especially here in the South. I know that because you never know when a storm is going to brew up. And when it does, it could be anything. Tornadoes, especially in the South, there's a lot of tornadoes. So I've been looking at the weather for the last 6 months because like I said earlier, I've escaped 2 hurricanes because I watched the weather. And the reason I started watching the weather so diligently is because I was in an area where supposedly a hurricane was supposed to come through. And I thought, nah, it's not going to. So I decided, okay, I'm going to try to go. Well, thank God that the day before it did hit, I did leave and went further east. Well, that didn't help any. As you all know, Hurricane Michael went right through the national forest where I was at. Although I wasn't there, I left. What was the day before? Day and a half before, something like that. When I saw that weather map and I saw the way it was coming, I knew that it was dangerous for me to stay where I was at. And sure enough, it was. The camp host told me after the hurricane, which I'm trying to get a hold of him, and I haven't been able to get a hold of him. It kind of worries me. But anyway, he told me that where I was parked at, one of those big trees had fallen on there. It would have fallen on my vehicle. So, I have to thank God that he gave me enough wisdom to to be able to say, okay, this might be dangerous. Let me get out of here. Oh my goodness, they're all outside. Oh, those birds are all over the place. Hold on, I'll show you. Look at that. They're all over the place. Oh my gosh. Na 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 na. Now go to the end of this video because I'm going to show you at the end a visitor that I had yesterday evening, late afternoon. Very interesting visitor. Anyhow, back to the weather. We do have to watch the weather where we're going. The weather is so totally unpredictable anyway. I remember years ago, I was in Louisiana, and the weatherman said the evening before, about 11 o'clock news, I think it was, and he said, oh, y'all don't have to worry about no tornadoes. We're just going to have rain, no concern. Uh-huh, right. I was just moving from one place to another. So I was heading to my job, and I had my daughter driving my car back because she was going to pick up the rest of the things that I had at the old house. And just as I was getting near the job where I was working at, I noticed all these trees bent down, all in one direction. And it just looked like somebody just cut them all down. And I told my daughter, I swear to God, if I didn't know better, I would think we had a tornado. But the weatherman said we weren't going to have one. So I got to my job. I was working at a truck stop. I was cashier there. And I got there and the lights were out, no electricity. And they told me that like about an hour before, a tornado had come right through there. So yeah, you never know what's going to happen. And I don't listen to the weatherman. I don't put my faith in them, okay, because they don't know. They just can predict without really knowing exactly what's going to happen. So we really have to be very watchful. And nowadays, the forecast is better than it was 20 years ago. But be worried about where you're going and what the weather's going to be like there while you're there. Always check it out. I always do a 10-day forecast. I always check that out because I don't want to get myself in another pickle. I mean, after Hurricane Michael, and by the grace of God, I made it. I was smart enough to get up and go. I'm extremely, extremely leery. And when somebody told me we were going to have bad weather here, I did check it out to make absolutely sure that right where I'm at, it wasn't going to be. But it's close. It was close. And that doesn't mean it won't happen. That doesn't mean we're not going to get some of the effects. So anyway, that's my thing for the day. Love you guys. Hugs, every one of you. Love thyself. And give somebody one hug. One hug a day. Peace. Look what just came into my campsite. Hello, Oscar. Oscar the pelican. So regal looking. Hi, Oscar. Hey. You want to come and say hi to me? Huh? Are you saying hi to me? Come here. Come here, Oscar. Hey. Hello, you're so handsome. You sure are handsome. Hey, I don't have any fish for you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me see something. Let me try something here. Oops, where'd it go? Here, Oscar. Go get it. Go get it, Oscar. Goodness gracious, let me do something here. Hey, Oscar, here. Here you go. Here you go. Oscar, here. Here. Go get it. Pick it up. The other birds are going to get it. Yes, they are. I don't have fish. You're going to have to go on down the bay there and see who's fishing, and maybe they'll give you a fish. Okay? All right, I'm going to let you go.